Hey guys, so just a quick video looking at where we're placing our focus. So once you know what you need to work on in your swing, the question then becomes, how do we work on it? So taking the technique to the side for a moment and just placing our attention of what are we focusing on in our practice. So you've basically got two options really. You've got an internal focus and an external focus. Both of them have their benefits and their downsides. So if you think of an internal focus, you're thinking about a body part. You might be thinking about chest rotation. You might be thinking about lead knee, lead hip, those sort of internal focuses. As opposed to an external focus is, okay, where do I want the ball to start? So you're looking at target and you're looking at ball flight. So what trajectory? Do I want to start this low or high? Do I want to have it curving right to left or left to right? So you're looking at those external focuses. And you can use both of these focuses at different stages and at different times. So for example, when you're just first learning a new movement that's quite different, you can focus hitting shots from a tee where you're not focusing on the outcome because your focus has gone internal. Maybe to how much turn and depth we're getting to the top of the swing, for example. So you're doing those exercises, but you're forgetting really about where the ball's going. You're not really that interested. Whereas then when you've worked on your internal stuff, then you can move over and then place your focus externally. So really dialing in, where do you want the ball to start? How do you want the ball to come off the club face? When you're looking at performances, generally, and this is not for every player, but generally the external focus is a little bit better for a performance outcome. An internal focus isn't as effective, but that's completely player dependent. Some players will perform better focusing on internal and not external. So the question is, which one is working best for you? And the key is to try both of them out. So the internal focus is basically, it can intervene with your kind of automatic responses, your coordination. So when you focus on your shoulder turn, maybe your contact on where you're hitting it on the club face suffers, right? So that performance aspect suffers because your focus is on internal. It can change the body movement very effectively, but maybe not the performance aspect. So it's very much at what stage you are on your technique. An internal focus is a really good start phase, and then moving over to more of an external. Again, depends on the player and what stage they're at. Whereas the external focus, basically, it's going to create more of an automatic response, okay? You're self-organizing. So let's say you're a player that struggles with slicing the ball from left to right. If you got onto a range or onto the course and put a tree right in front of you and said, right, I can't leave here until I curve this ball from right to left, you're going to start aiming right. You're going to start probably creating more turn, releasing the club face more. So by trying to hit that shot, your movement begins to change. So it's reacting and self-organizing. So really, really effective. Or if you're trying to change trajectory, okay, can I hit it under this tree? So if I have a tree in front of me, I want to hit it lower. Okay, ball starts to go back in the stance. Weight starts to move forward. So you can see how this is very, very effective when you know what ball flight you need to work on your tendencies in your swing. But again, both of these are completely player dependent. It's not like one is better than the other. You have to kind of experiment and see which one brings out the most positive results for you. And if you're wondering or if you're not sure how you can introduce these into your game, send me a message below, because once you find which one works best, you can begin to focus your attention. And you might find that you need to use both of them. Maybe you need to focus more internal when you're working on the technique, and then move more external when you're going into a round or into a more performance-based practice. So just a quick look at where we're placing our focus, just hopefully might trigger some things that are missing in your practice routine and move things forward from here. So any questions, fire them below, and we'll see you soon.